in the sense of it's his heart. Shalom.
Shalom, IQ.
Right. So first and foremost, we like to give all praises and highest honor to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Kakadai. Double honor to the apostle elders to bring your throne and rule with salutations to you, brothers and sisters. Um, hopeful elect to you few brothers that preach, teach, and prophesy the word with sincerity and put our lives on the line in these last days to bring it a walk. That's the brother Ariana, Grand Rapids, Michigan camp. Your mouth,
Brother Mara.
and the brother Rod Karkama.
we are here with another mystery lesson. Today we are in the studio again because here in Michigan it snows like a sunbit at this time. So currently a blizzard going on outside. So here we are. Other than that, let's get straight to it. We got a lot of things that's going on in the world right now. One of the things that we were pointing out earlier was just basically how certain events have been taking place, and it's a lot of judgment in itself is going on. You got a lot of people that are focused on a lot of superficial shit, like how they gonna now that Thanksgiving's over, everybody worry about Christmas and think about New Year's celebrations and shit like that, and what they're gonna do on these days. Completely detached from what's going on around the rest of the world. You have other countries where it's hundreds of thousands of people marching in the street, protesting against, like in the UK, protesting against that new what is that new ID measure that they have. What was it they done? Your ID. Is that the real ID? Yeah, yeah. But they were pushing it a few years back. Now it's resurfaced that shit. The real ID shit. And everybody gonna have to get. Because over in the UK, they ain't playing no games. Yeah, you know, they're making that mandatory. Yeah, basically one ID for everybody around the globe, you know, to be presented around the globe with this one ID. And for your digital and for digital purposes. Right, right. For those digital purposes, you know, a lot of these individuals out here don't even comprehend what that means. They just think it's oh, you scan your phone or what have you. A lot of judgment is going out right now because one, the Heavenly Father already know what these people are going to do. They stick around any longer, they're going to go ahead and go along with this system. So you're doing some of these cats a favor and getting them out the way right now, you know, so they could be back in the spirit world in their right mind. But as for everybody else, you still got 2/3 of our people that are completely detached from what's going on, completely detached from reality, and they don't want to come back to it. This is why they get mad at us so bad when we come out and we preach and we teach this truth. Niggas want to stay asleep, and that's fine. But we're not here to come to tell niggas what how to repent because they don't want to. This is why judgment is necessary. Because once somebody see judgment, they'll think twice about doing some shit. If I told you any man, Trump came out with a law, any man that get caught cheating with another man's wife is allowed to be shot like a motherfucker by that man's by that woman's husband, the wife and the husband. Do you think that you would see all of this adultery going on like this?
Nope.
It would be like, hey, motherfuckers will keep that shit on their hip. All right, bitch, go ahead. And me can't, but the woman can't, or something like that. Let that law pass. It'll be chaos. at first. Then it'd be order because it's a righteous thing, but that's not gonna happen. But nonetheless, all of this judgment that's taking place right now, a lot of people don't comprehend why it's happening, especially if you being brought into this word and this truth. You're gonna go.
I had a quick precept for you, Walker. This is Jeremiah 15, verse 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity." So once we in that time of great judgment, 2/3 of our people is going to be, suffering the
Yeah,
con-
there's a lot of judgment going out too.
the concentration camps just being killed, whether it be race riots, class riots, home invasions. That's going to increase a lot more. And the famine, as far as once they shut all these grocery stores down, and people won't be
Making a
able to
lot going
Yeah,
get food,
yeah.
like that, a lot of them going to die in the famine.
y'all can hear us though.
To the captivity, which is going to be the detention center.
Yeah, your volume is a little low.
You gonna have to get all the way up. You gonna have to get all the way up on your phone. 'Cause we can barely hear you.
Once again, Jeremiah 15 and 2.
There you
"And
go.
it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity." And I felt, this
Yeah, that's
I
right.
felt this was well,
Everybody, hey, you can't, you're not gonna be able to escape the things that's about to happen. You set aside to be destroyed. That's just what's gonna happen. I don't care if you take your ass to Africa and you think going to Africa, oh, I'm gonna go to somewhere, I'm gonna go live in Thailand and shit. The Most High got you set aside for destruction. It's gonna find you. That's why that movie Final Destination. See, because the spirit of death,
what the hell,
the
I
death
mean, what the
ain't.
hell you gonna do? Because the
If
RFID
it's set
microchip
aside to
is
come
gonna
and
be
catch you,
everywhere.
you know,
This
then it's
microchip is
time.
gonna be everywhere in the world. There's no place on earth you can go with the passport if you was to leave America now. Pretty much like
Right.
the chip is gonna be set up everywhere.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be something that's around the world. It ain't gonna just be an American thing. You're gonna have to have a chip in Africa. You're gonna have to have a chip in South America. All right. You think everybody else ain't got the same idea? I'm gonna just run and shit. I'm gonna just go across the border. I'm gonna leave America so I don't have to. That's not how that shit works, dog.
And plus, it's set up
Most High got
for
it
the new
set up to
world
where
order.
everybody gonna have to make that decision.
The new world order is supposed to be about a one world, one government system. So it doesn't matter where you go. They're all gonna use the RFID microchip to change their economic system and to be able to track everybody.
Right. Right.
Second Ezra 15 and 14, woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Wait. Now lately what you heard of is certain individuals getting locked up for sedition. I believe it was somebody from the Congress or certain individuals that that they didn't have to take orders if they were incorrect, something to that measure. There was also somebody else that got locked up on sedition charges. It was individuals that they protested. They were in the military, and what did they do? I forgot what they did, but they basically got into a big protest, and no, they refused to come in when they was called. That's what happened. They was out of protest, and so what they doing is they're going and they're locking them up, high ranking officials, and they're putting them up on sedition charges. See, now you starting to see that word sedition float around a whole lot more now. You know, what sedition is if you try to go against, let's say for instance, you try to go against what the government policy is or the laws. That's sedition. If we go and we try to tell somebody, hey, don't get that chip put in you, don't get the mark of the beast, because if you do, the Lord will destroy you. Now they can see that if they make it law for you to get the chip, they can say when they do, not if, when they do. They can say, hey, that's sedition because you telling them not to do or follow the law that we created. All right, that's automatically giving them a right to come after those that do anything like that. So you starting to see this tradition thing get thrown out a whole lot more. Because what did the government do? They labeled the people as terrorists. So anytime you do some shit that's out of pocket, you will get treated like a terrorist because that now you're starting to hear that homegrown terrorism being thrown around. You know what I'm saying? You starting to get familiarized with a lot of this terminology. You know, so
Hey, did you hear about the two Edomite men, the two young Edomite men from Texas that went over to Haiti and tried to take it over?
wait, say that again. You broke up.
I said, you hear about the two
Two
Edomite men?
Edomite men from Texas that did what?
They went over to Haiti and tried to take it over. Literally. I'm surprised y'all didn't hear about that.
Damn, shit. No, your signal is bad. We can't hear you. We heard
Yep.
about the two Edomite men from Texas, and then after that, it started sounding like Cybertron.
The two Edomite men from Texas that went and they
Say
went
something
over to
else.
Haiti. They went over to Haiti and tried to take it over. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
All right, I got them
We can
froze.
hear you. It's just that your voice sounding like uh it kind of
Yeah.
make
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh shit, they finna go out again. The brother's about to go out again. It's a bad snowstorm here in Grand Rapids, so that's why this live is acting up the way it is, and people's voices is coming out groggy and all that because it's a blizzard outside and it's messing up the signals.
Well, while they coming back in, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out this precept. This is
Yep.
Isaiah 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness which they have prescribed." As far as with this tip goes, that's one. According to Revelations, the 14th chapter, it tells anybody who receives that mark
all
or
this
the
shit
mark of the
fucked
beast
up.
is in opposition
Yeah.
and rebellion to Yahweh outside.
Hmm.
However, these Edomites want to pass this wicked law and legislation, a big beautiful bill for that RFID microchip. which makes it an unrighteous decree. So,
Right.
you know, that's why, we've been pushing this through for years to basically warn our people not to take that mark.
Right. Because it's a life and death situation. Whether they know it or not, it's life or death situation, man.
And the thing about it is, you think that if you go ahead and accept the mark and you get that implanted in you, that you'll be able to still keep your life of false comfort because this shit is about to get one. This shit is already about to get ready to be destroyed, and it's
Hmm.
only gonna be for a little bit longer. So you might
Hmm.
as well, follow after the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and be obedient and not taking his mark and depend on him.
Right.
Whether if that's to you depending on your survival by hunting, or if they got you detained in a concentration camp, whether if you go ahead and just be willing to give up your life and be that sacrifice.
Right. Right. Right.
Shit. Like I said, it's lucky because they'll try to keep going in and out once again because it's a blizzard outside. Let's see. Right. So I saw a lot of. I couldn't really hear most of. Missed a lot of what the brother was saying because it cut out. But one of the things that I did want to point out was what happened in I think that's Washington. What was that? They doing that Esau using that same old pussy ass sword that they run with. What is that? Somebody kills a white woman. What they have? The National Guard, the white National Guard lady got killed by the Arab. All right, they pushing that narrative again. See, whenever they want to start pushing that terrorist narrative, they like to make the face of the beginning of it Arab. So when you think about in this country, when you think about terrorism, the first thing you think about is like 9/11, shit like that. All that bullshit that they fed you from that.
Yeah, which 9/11 was government anyway,
Right,
government sponsored.
right. Government sponsored terrorism. And when they talk about homegrown terrorism, their mind state is automatically going to Arab guy with yelling out Allah Akbar before he blows some shit up. Uh, when all actuality, like the brother pointed out, it's really the government doing those things.
Yeah,
That's the
the
biggest
Arab
government, or that's the
government
biggest what you
terrorists,
call it, that's the biggest
and
terrorist on the planet.
Mhm.
they've been pushing the
State
terrorist
government.
propaganda
Right,
on
the
the Arab
United States
Yeah,
government.
just to
yeah,
get you people
Israeli
programmed, but
government.
really
Right,
they want
the
to label
Knesset.
U.S. citizens who are against the government agenda as terrorists. That's really who they want to paint as the terrorists is U.S. citizens that are against the government agenda. That's why they got like
Yeah,
a red list, a blue list, and a yellow list, according to Project Megiddo.
that's right. And that I remember the way they was implementing that red and that blue and that yellow list as well. They already started. They already have everybody's name in a single database, and they know based upon that color and the way they filed you, if you're going to be a threat to the system that they're establishing right now. Like myself, we looked ourselves up too. You can do that. You can look yourself up. You can find out if you have a FBI or if you want it by the under investigation by the CIA, all the ABCs. All right, and it'll tell you straightforward. Like when we looked on that people finder thing, It was crazy because we found out that every one of them, because we preached this word, is actually investigating us. They're openly looking forward to bringing us in and doing what they want to with us. At least that's their mind state. But they can't do anything unless the most high allows them to. You know, and now the way they are approaching everything is they're getting closer to the end. What does it say? You know, the devil comes down with great wrath because he knoweth he have but a short time. And since this devil knows he has but a short time, now he's about to start acting a fool. What is it that came out? Can you look up the Genesis Act? It's a new bill that they just came out with, right? And what they plan on doing is now, mind you, when Elon Musk said that when we deal with AI, we're summoning demons. He said that himself. You can look that up, right? We did videos on it and what happened. Now, what they're doing with the Genesis Act is it's the beginning of basically like Skynet. You remember how they did in Terminator, how they started giving AI basically free reign in every facet of government. They used it for every. They basically grew dependent on it, and after they grew dependent on it, AI was in a position to let have leverage over us, and they were talking about the dangers of that in the first place. All right, so you got these robots walking around because they have demons on. The intelligence in them is demons. It's an idol, and now it can move. You know, and they were able to do that in the ancient world too. So the genius, no, it's Genesis or the Genesis bill. I think it might be the Genesis bill. Um, you know, but what they're doing now, and they had to, I believe, you know, they showed signs of it too, especially in ancient Egypt. They showed that they had all kind of different machines and shit like that. They were running off the same thing that you know Nikolai Tesla was teaching. You know that the Earth is an electromagnetic force. It releases its own energy. It's its own energy source, and when we tap into it, we have free energy. Now, Egypt, those different pyramids served a purpose, you know, not to get off subject, but they serve their own separate purposes of harnessing energy. That's why it's made out of limestone. Okay, it's a conductor of energy. Anybody within a certain radius of them had different form. They found light bulbs up in there and all kind of amazing things. You know what I'm saying? So ancient light bulb. All of this. You can look it up. You know what I'm saying? You can look that shit. Look, we encourage you do your own research. Don't take what we saying for granted. Okay.
You know, I just this precept that I'm about to bring out, I just give context to it. You know, this is just for some Akim are going to have to be willing to give up their lives as far as holding this truth on to the end. You know, so some of us, for the
You
testimony of
gotta
Yahweh.
get a little bit closer to the mic.
So those of us who basically, hold on to this truth on to the end, some of us are gonna have to be willing to give up our lives. So I have here on my screen is Revelations 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. All right. So yes, when they persecute us and bring us forth, some of us is gonna have to be beheaded for this truth and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach Yahweh Shai 1,000 years. So hey, that's the reward, is that, it says the dead in Yahweh Shai is going to rise first. So by keeping this truth on to the end and being faithful unto death, guess what? You get to be resurrected and reign with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven. And that's just
That's right.
the reality as far as this truth is concerned, is that yes, some of us is gonna have to, submit unto death rather than submitting to Esau and this system, this mark of the beast system.
But that's something that when we came into this truth, that's one thing that the apostles really push, is having the understanding that when we come into this thing, you giving your life to the Lord. And when the time comes, everybody gonna be tested. Everybody. I don't give a fuck if you got a bug out. This nigga could say he got an island in the Pacific and shit. Yep, there it is.
The apostles go ahead and just tell you the 100% nitty gritty of this truth, rather than trying to just focus on the honey as far as the truth is concerned. The whole fact that you were Israelite and we don't have the kingdom of heaven, but the apostles, they literally go into the time of Jacob's trouble, the hardship that is going to take from going from this kingdom falling and then our kingdom rising. That's going to be the uncomfortable transition, and that's what the apostles pushed for years. That this is not going to be an easy road.
Right.
While the
Right.
camp just beat around the bush or don't really give you the whole truth as far as like the hardship that's the thing, or the hardship even being in this truth.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody's gonna go through it. All right, Second Ezra 2, and let's start at. Yep, well, that's to me right here. Yep. Since we talking about the rewards to come too. All right, because there's judgment, but or yet on the other side of that, regardless of what side we fall on, whether we are part of the elect and the Most High blesses us and our families not to taste death, or whether we are martyrs for His word, we got to be prepared for both sides of this thing. A lot of Israelites get it fucked up like they already saved. Dog. I hear that. Like you already got Genesis out here talking about the Gentiles. Esau can be saved now and all of this shit.
Right.
Because
we know it's not whenever they mention the Gentiles, they really thinking of Edomites and shit because they just took that bag.
Yeah, niggas ain't got that bag up in this motherfucker. Now they switching up how they talking and the things they teaching. And you know what? You have a lot of other groups that's out there that's pushing that. So you gotta really watch what you consume.
Right. I just all of them were told out for Genesis, that formerly of Kari who leaders got fed.
Genesis 49ers, they also went against the 12 tribes chart. If my memory is correctly, they also Genesis 49ers, they also went against the 12 tribes doctrine. They was trying to say that the 12 tribes was only Negro descent, or basically like Judah. And
Yeah.
not want to incorporate the Latin tribes.
Yeah, I mean, I always knew something was wrong with that nigga when I saw he had that smooth ass head, dog. I was like, bro, you can't be the man of the Lord, dog. Because you put a razor to your motherfucking head, dog, and you lined up. That was the first thing I saw, then everything else fell into place. You know what I'm saying? These some clown ass niggas, man. That nigga got the Joe Budden special. You know what I'm saying? Bald ass head and the beard and shit. I don't even want to hear shit this nigga got to say.
So he got a
Y'all
bald
niggas,
head,
man.
but he got a lined up beard.
Yeah. They got that Joe Budden special up in this motherfucker. All right. So nigga over here. You niggas, man, y'all think that shit is clean. You got the nigga over here got the motherfucking that nigga got the motherfucking that nigga named Rick Ross. Nigga the Rick Ross on his shit. Like y'all, that shit ain't cool. You know, the Heavenly Father got a problem. Y'all supposed to be lining up your motherfucking beard and putting a razor to your head. That's some Scythian shit. I mean, that's some heathen shit, you know. Anyway, this is Second Ezra 2, starting at 42. I, Ezra, saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praise the Lord with songs. One of these songs is what we singing right now. It's His word and His truth, man. We're gonna literally be singing songs. You know what I'm saying? You know, Psalms, the book of Psalms is songs. They're supposed to be sung as songs, man. You know, those are poems and songs by King David himself. So yeah, instruments and everything that can be played to those. We're gonna be singing, man. All right, because first that judgment is coming. All right, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a lot of blood. People that you love are going to die around you. That's one thing that people have to be prepared for. Even starting, and I say that started myself on. Nobody's gonna be exempt. You ain't gonna be that one motherfucker that's like, hey man, I ain't go through shit, man. The God, man, God is good. Everybody gonna, hey, everybody gonna have tears in their eyes before this shit is over with.
Like
It's
Iran
got
said,
that.
everybody.
Uh,
Like Iran tweeted some months ago, everybody gonna feel it.
yeah, yeah. You're gonna see that a lot because a lot of people out here, they feeling too good and shit. Like, hey, the worse shit get around us, the better we feel. Why? Because we know this place is coming down. But then when you stop and you look at how shit is right now, thing is at a standstill for just a second. Can you bring that it says, and in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted for that greatly. So in that time, Yahweh Shai is a tall man. All right. And we look forward to enduring this time of judgment, man. And the Lord bless us to be part of the elect because we want one of them crowns, dog. Because guess what? If that man wins, his household wins. I mean, his wife, his wives, his children, all right? Even his friends, those ones that believed in their households, man. This is why knowing the name of the Lord is so detrimental. You motherfucker out here talking about Christ. I'm telling you, a lot of this, look, Israelites a trend. If a nigga trying to sell his album through it, because I saw that debate Apostle Tahar was talking about between, I guess it was a dude from Genesis and stuff. And I forgot the other nigga and shit. But long story short, at the end, the nigga said he started to talk about his album and shit. I'm like, if you using this motherfucker, if you using this shit as a way to push any kind of, you know, third party thing that you got going on to make some kind of monetary wages, most times gonna fuck you up, dog. Lord's
Yeah, if
gonna fuck you
you
up, man.
yeah, if you're using this truth for filthy lucre's sake, the Lord will mess you up, man.
Yeah, man. Like all of these niggas, man. Especially, hey, that's why Tazariak and all of them. They got all they look, they shit, if I'm not mistaken, is monetized, dog. These motherfuckers making money off of this thing. Why you think the Lord went over there and started tossing over them changing tables and stuff? And then they saw that in the temple. Because you're making money off of this truth. This is one thing you're supposed to be doing for free. And this ain't a platform to advertise your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you keep supposed to keep that separate. You keep you'll keep your business and the Lord business separate.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make that one thing. All right. You want to fuck with shirts and clothes and shit, do that on your own time, but don't use your platform to sell no shit.
You don't use your platform for the Lord to sell shit
No,
or promote your
you
brand, and all that
selling
bullshit.
garments.
no. That's some shit you got on the side going on. That's cool. But when you do your works, keep that
selling
separate.
garments.
I see mother, I see mother, I see motherfuckers trying to make money off of the name. All right, I had to think about that. I'm gonna be selling merch.
And also,
Hey,
quick follow-up preset.
Shalom, man. I'm about to say, man, who the fuck, nigga? Fuck is at this door, bruh?
Well, various topics,
I wanted to come by to ask if you like the weather I ordered.
The blizzard.
Oh yeah, that's
You
your
remember?
doing.
You remember?
Yeah.
That's what I told you.
Yeah.
For a blizzard next week.
It came just like I said, though, didn't it? Near the end of the month, the last week of the month, right?
You probably cool with them niggas up there at Harp and shit.
I told you.
Hey man,
told
I need
you.
to win a bet, dog. I need you like, yo, bro, I should be on shop, bro. Like, yeah.
Hey.
Oh man, see, look, see,
You had this part.
No, we can't. We lie.
You lied.
ah,
Life happens when you lie.
yeah.
When I ordered the weather, and they didn't believe it would happen, I told them months ago it was going to be this bad. It wasn't going to be too bad, but it would be this bad.
Brother that did a blizzard dance in this motherfucker and shit. I gotta pay these niggas. Is Benny over there?
And he probably is worse.
Yeah, he probably in and out and shit. I'm gonna hit him up later. And shit. All right, Salakia, real life shit. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of the matter, you know what I'm saying? What were we talking about? What was I saying? I think I was saying some shit. I don't know.
You went on to the
I'm gonna
topic
pick.
of basically some niggas making merchandise based off of this truth.
Oh yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
traffic to their side business and how you supposed
right,
to have your own side business and the truth separate.
You're over
right.
there.
I just wanted to bring
Yeah,
those
he said
precepts
right
up.
there. The way you can camera. Yeah.
Earlier, before you went to that topic, you were talking about, basically just enduring on to the end, like holding on to the testimony. This is a quick one. So this is Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. And that's going to be the elect, 144,000. That's going to keep Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's works onto the end. And we, hopefully we're of that number, we'll receive power over the other nations, the Edomites, the Chinese, Japanese, all the nations all over the world outside of Israel. We're going to have power over the nations and rule over them.
That's right. That's right. Well, we look forward to that. Say that in the second chapter in Psalms. Hey, it let you know off back. Hey, ask of me, and I shall give thee the nations for thine inheritance. Most High made everything for our sake. From here to the furthest reach of the galaxies that are still being created right now, everything was created for our sake. We are the center of the galaxy.
And why? I mean,
Us
I
as a
can't
people.
figure out why the 2/3 would not want that. Why they get upset as far as being offended by the heathen and these other nations not making it. Like as far as us being oppressed and
They're under that strong delusion.
put up on this for this long and being in this captivity and all the harsh treatment that we had to endure, why would you not want that?
They're under that strong delusion.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, that strong delusion, as far as multiculturalism and everybody coming together. But the thing about it is, the Most High made us a separate nation and a separate people. You know,
Fine.
He put us above the heathen and these other nations to be able to rule over them and to be His holy people. And that word holy means separate. You can't be a holy nation if you just gonna follow after these other nations, their gods and their customs, and want to
Right,
basically all for the
right.
sake of because you don't want to get hated on. You don't want to be outcasted. You don't want to be basically have the world turn its back on you. Like that.
Right.
But if you
You
don't
know what?
turn away from this world, you basically by default make yourself an enemy of Yahweh Bas and Yahweh Shai, because He said the friendship of this world is enmity with Him.
Right. Hey, that's all right though. You go ahead and you try to kickbox with the Most High. You're gonna fucking lose every time. I'm not gonna try to box with the Most High. I'm not fighting against what He got. I'm just trying to see where I fall into place at.
Mhm.
You know, it says,
So that's why you see when we out there pushing His word, the majority of jakes that come by, they usually walk right past us. They'll give us some type of dirty look, because they're not offended at us. They're really offended by Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, because they refuse to follow His word and get in line with His word. His word goes against their way of life, or how they see this reality.
yeah, go against the way they interpret life as and shit. Like you goofy motherfucker, they don't have shit to do with you though. See, your thing don't matter in this, man. We're just a vessel. That's it. All of that, I felt and I want this is what I want to do and what I got planned and all that shit. The Bible said that many are the plans of a man's heart, but only the Lord direct his steps. So motherfucker, your plans and the most high plans may conflict. And guess what? You ain't gonna get your way. A lot of motherfuckers didn't plan to go through some shit like they're going through right now. And you sure the fuck couldn't go to some goddamn that palm reader you took your goofy ass to. Or that motherfucking sidekick you took your ass to. They didn't tell you about that part, did they? They told you get
Oh,
the
and they
love of
know
your life and shit.
these little
You're gonna
psychics,
come
these
into
little
a couple.
soothsayers, they know
You
the
gotta get
energy
closer.
that
You gotta get
in
close to the
worship
mic, huh?
do that shit either. Because they literally, when they doing that tarot reading and that spell work and all that shit, they got that star, that demonic star. So they know what energy and what spirit that they're sourcing from, and they know that they're not sourcing from the Heavenly Father.
Yeah,
They're sourcing
exactly.
from
Most High not gonna spend no. He ain't gonna tell you to go to no fucking palm reader and no do no tarot cards. He gonna tell you to go fucking pick up a deck of tarot cards so you can see what's gonna happen and shit. Go to a fucking witch doctor and shit. Like, hey man, these are different reasons why the Most High is putting a lot of our people to death. And oftentimes when you run to these doctors for things that you can manage yourself, nigga got the sniffles and the colds, and they getting up here getting these needles stuck all in their ass, and you know what I'm saying. Now they passing out, they falling dead and shit. Listen, man, that's also a worship of another god. You also seeking the help of witch doctors, man, because pharmacy or pharmakia goes back to witchcraft, man, in Latin.
right, sorcery, and then you find out that you're getting all types of side effects just from taking the prescriptions that they assign to you. So while you taking
Yeah,
one thing, this ailment here, your body's getting jacked up from all of these different side effects. So it's only making it even worse.
right, right. That's facts. Facts. Okay, let me pull it out. All right, so check this out. It says fact sheet. I bit my goddamn tongue. Fact sheet. President Donald J. Trump unveils the Genesis mission to accelerate AI for scientific discovery. Said today, President Trump, uh, Donald J. Trump, signed an executive order launching the Genesis Act, a new national effort to use artificial intelligence to transform how scientific research is conducted and accelerate the speed of scientific discovery. The Genesis mission changes the Secretary of Energy with uh, or charges, excuse me, the Secretary of Energy with leveraging of national laboratories to unite America's brightest minds, most powerful computers, and vast scientific data into one cooperative system for research. The order directs the Department of Energy to create a closed loop AI experimentation platform that integrates our nation's world class supercomputers and unique data assets to generate scientific foundation models and powerful robotic laboratories. The order instructs the assistants to the President for Science and Technology, APST, coordinate the national initiative and the integration of data and infrastructure from across the federal government. What is that? The Secretary of Energy, APST, and Special Advisor for AI and Crypto. That AI and that crypto. Woo! What are they doing? They about to come
No,
out with that market of beast, baby.
that as you
All
reading
right.
that in Revelation the 13th chapter where it says that the image of both speak and that he gave life onto the image of the beast. Is
That's
that
right.
precept going to just as you reading that?
Yes,
Okay.
that's where you was at.
Yeah. No. Well, no. That's where the spirit brought my mind to as you was reading through that article.
Oh, con. Yes.
The image of both speak
Hold on, just a minute. Let
and
me add my rock back. What's that saying? Oh, mm,
You had it.
no, you're not on. Yeah. Uh, and so, yeah, right now we getting off into the final step because remember they already had the Genius Act. Now they have the Genesis Act, where they basically giving everything over into AI. And one of the things they're going to have to do is reset the money system.
And that's not just it. It's also the one big beautiful bill that encompasses all this shit.
666. This was
Yeah.
all in the big, beautiful 666 bill.
Yeah.
Laid everybody off.
Yes, because there was the people that were against it. People that were against this agenda, they got rid of. Just that simple. Why you saw so many mass layoffs in the government sector. It says priority area, excuse me. It says priority areas of, of focus include the greatest scientific challenges of our time. Oh no, I skipped. It said the Secretary of Energy, APST, and the Special Advisor for AI and Crypto will collaborate with academia and private sector innovators to support and enhance the Genesis mission. So you have the collaboration of AI and crypto on the government level, though. All right. So now they setting it up to where the government is going to basically, utilize this as a chance to switch everything up and put that on that chip or make it digital. That's why like, I think that was 2 weeks ago. They printed the last penny. They no longer make pennies. No more. Why? Because they saving that copper and they using it on electronics. That is a heavily used metal in electronics and just different building resources. So now
Uh,
they have the footwork, harnessing AI for our national security and economic development. Basically, they giving all of their power over into AI, into these. Now the 666 bill, giving it over into AI. Everything is lined up in preparation for this market of beast, man. I had just seen that today when they were talking about that through the spirit, uh, looking at the Genesis mission. 'Cause I didn't even know. When I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck, the Genesis mission?" And they like to use, and that's the beginning. Genesis is the beginning. So, all right, that's why the Bible begins with Genesis. Yeah,
be done with this or not.
yeah, that's the way. Hold on. Genesis, the Trump administration dramatically expand productivity and impact of federal research. Let's see, harnessing AI as a scientific tool for AI to generate models. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, positions AI needs a large amount of organized, high quality data. And a lot of those things that they're not showing you too is those data centers, those big ass data centers. They use a lot of water. All right, so to run these bitches, they have to.
Cool.
Yeah, just to keep the bitches cool. They have to use a lot of water. So a lot of that expect your water bill to go up because they're gonna charge it to the people. Trust and believe that. Just to have these big ass supercomputers run and these super data networks that they have established. Trust and believe they're gonna charge that to the people. This is why your electric bill and your water bill is going up so high because you're really paying the bill for these supercomputers that they have. And a lot of those plants are close to your city. And if you look at how they look, man, they are massive. They some big ass places, dog. It's a complex of data AI centers, man. It's crazy. All right. And so everybody wonder why they rent and why they water and their electricity and their gas been going up because you're paying the bill for them to run those facilities. All right, everywhere else it doesn't make sense. Why is this increasing? Why is nothing is increasing? Right, in the sense that the prices are going up, other than them being greedy as a motherfucker. But you're also putting the bill for a lot of these government efficiencies that you have that you don't even benefit from.
Mm-hmm.
Your tax dollars don't go towards shit that you agree for. Your tax dollars go to paying for Israel to have some other or to get a $10 billion package every now and then to keep making those motherfucking missiles for that Iron Dome system.
Watching the brother from Chicago GMS magazine Spirit, and he was talking about he was going into something like that. Shoot, matter of fact, I did a video the other day talking about where what is it, 250 legislators went to Israel for instruction. So yeah, this country is an Israeli country. Oh,
Brother Beckaby in Spirit was going into how their rabbis over there in Israel was talking about how the American people are Esau. You go to Esau, you use Esau for his weaponry, and then you and then they went into showing. Oh, he went into showing videos of how Netanyahu and other Israeli officials would come over here, use Trump, to blow some shit up or to sell them some weapons or some missiles and shit. And Trump saying, "All right, my buddy Netanyahu always coming to get missiles and this and that." Then you know that yes, the Israelis basically they say the Americans are Esau or Esau, the Edomites, man.
Even though they some fucking
Even though they're
Edomites,
Edomites themselves.
they're the chief tribe of Esau.
Yeah.
They're the head tribe of the so-called white
Right.
people.
Right.
Them small ass hats on their head.
Yep.
They gonna call Esau these American white people.
Mm-hmm. They call it Esau the American Edomites, but they Edomites as well.
Right. Chief tribe is Amalek. You are from Amalek. You wear that little ass hat on your head, or you wear that big ass hat on your head with them damn locks coming down and shit. Motherfucker, you got that big hook ass nose and shit. Motherfucker, we know who you are.
Yeah.
All right. We already know how you get down. And it's in your history. Khazarians and shit.
Yeah. It's like everybody knows, but nobody wants to say it except for us.
Right. Right. And that's the thing though. Now that we in the time of judgment, a lot of people are gonna be forced to acknowledge the things that the Heavenly Father was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas don't believe shit. What say don't believe fat meat means greasy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe it till that meat hit the grease and shit. Then they get the heating up the meat. Then the shit get all the goddamn pot, the shit get all greasy and shit. You see, I told your stupid ass fat meat is greasy, nigga. Look at it. You don't believe it till the shit's crackling and popping and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas is, dog. That's why the Heavenly Father. And I'm gonna say this too. Just because of that, I'm not gonna be quick to get around a lot of people and pray for something.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. Let's just all get together and just pray. Motherfucker, I don't know who you praying to, first of all. Because if your God ain't my God, the scripture said, can two walk together, at least they be agreed. This is Jeremiah 7:16. You see, what church? And you gotta have 100% truth. You do not have 100% of truth. And you'll have niggas out there saying, nah, nigga, that's impossible. You can't have 100% truth. That's impossible, brother.
Yep. Our Lord have 100% truth, and you revealed his secret stuff.
Right.
The sky blue? Oh man, the sky can't be 100%.
Right.
Right.
Nigga, it depends on how you see the motherfucker. What angle are you seeing it from?
And that's why I do like some of the brother we woke now videos. He showed, well, recently he's been showing a lot of Candace Owens, and Candace Owens been going in. He showed the video of her with the Nick Cannon and shit. They was talking about, and she was talking about there is a such thing as an objective truth. A man can never give birth. A baby born with a penis grows up to be a man. He can never give birth. You know what I'm saying? There is an objective truth, and people like to say my truth and all that. It's just your perspective or your opinion. But there is a thing called truth, man, that everybody knows and recognizes, well, whether they like it or not. There's an objective truth. And, of course, Nick Cannon sold it all the way out and shit. He flip-flopped like a motherfucking fish out of water and shit.
He gonna lose all his money.
Yeah, he didn't want to lose that money, He fucked around and agreed with Professor on the anti-Sem, anti-Shem thing, right? And because Professor Griff was talking about, hey, how can we be anti-Shemitic when we are a Shem, which is something that we've been pushing for years as well.
He also talked about an interview before about him talking to somebody else about. You always carry a bunch of books.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can't find an interview no more because they scrubbed it off the YouTube.
Right, right, no right.
But he was talking about books about one of the books was The Secret Between the Blacks and the Jews.
Mm-hmm.
It was going into how the Jews own music and how they treat black people that musicians and things like that.
Yeah, how basically they steal their music through Pat. And a matter of fact, another person brought that up too. What is it, the Black Authority? It was either the Black Authority or the other dude. But it was one of them that was bringing up Michael Jackson's history and shit. How they why they killed him and all that other stuff. Anyway, you know, Saw hats and shit. He fucked around and had to have an interview with a Small Hat. And then that Small Hat he was basically apologizing and shit. Like, you know, I was just saying that, huh?
He said he was wrong and that he didn't know enough.
Yeah, talk about he was wrong. He didn't know enough. He didn't know how unsensitive it is. But then you go back to Candace Owens' video, and she like, look, when you tell the truth, you're gonna offend people, but she's not gonna be nice to people because she's not their mommy and shit. Because hey, the truth gonna offend people, but the truth is still the truth. It's nothing to be apologized for, you know. And that's basically what we stand on. We're out there preaching the truth for it being the truth. Right, we preaching the truth for truth's sake. Nigga, like you got a lot of niggas, like I said again, that sell shoes and hats and shirts and shit on the same platform that Shalom on, that they put this work up on, his word. So, y'all excuse that was a wild rock gobbler. And rock wobbler. That motherfucker snuck in and snuck out. Shit. You know, when your eyes is open to the reality of what's happening, this 666 system is being set up around you, and this is
Big beautiful bill.
Yeah. This is the whole reason that they came up with the government shutdown, because now that everything is signed into law, they ain't wasting no time. Oh, Trump would have already got it started if he could have. I mean, he tried to put the troops all over the United States already, but the courts blocked it.
What you doing on the top?
Yeah, that's true. He was at the video now. He was pulling up. Well, research. It won't come up. I think it's storm.
Yeah, man, the storm is real bad. It's messing up my internet.
It's probably gonna mess up this one too.
Yeah, it's messing up my internet.
No, it's great now. It was fucking with this, but now this bitch is still rolling. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the live video should be fine, but it's still at least counting. Right, yeah, because it's still on. When it's on, it's on. Was I reading something? No, he was talking about the 666 bill.
The big beautiful bill.
Oh, I wanted to read this.
BBB.
BBL.
Because of this damn blizzard outside, man. I ain't gonna lie, everything is white out there.
Right, the big beautiful blizzard, man. Damn. Yeah. God.
It looks a lot like Christmas.
Like
That's how get these people in the spirit, the snow, man. Around Christmas. Yeah.
I was coming up singing that same song.
Yeah, I know. These people be in that spirit, man.
Esau love this shit.
They out there making snow angels right fucking now.
They got damn snowmen and shit. They getting the carrots up to stick out the nose and shit.
After they pull it out somebody's ass and put it right on the motherfucking snowman.
Yeah,
a lot of this snow gonna be dirty, filthy.
Gonna be Edomite footprints all in the snow.
Now I'm gonna take my fucking shoes off, bro. I'm just gonna go. Just gonna do it. Like what the fuck?
Right.
Motherfuckers out here just he saw y'all cavemen.
Yeah, man. I walked to the store earlier, man. I had to hold my head down there the whole time.
The wind was cutting that shit up.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Snow was just hitting me in the face so much. It was blowing so much all over the place. No matter what direction you look, it was like, damn, you have to hold your head down like this. Else that snow was just hitting you every direction that you look at. Like, oh God. I'm like, it's a blizzard out here. I ain't think Ariaga was gonna make it.
Yeah, when I got here, it was cool.
Yeah.
When I got here, I think it was just starting right before when I pulled up. I peeled up.
Peeled out.
Peeled up in this motherfucker.
Peeled banana back up.
I peeled in, nigga, like no. But I wanted to point this out right here. First and foremost, everybody always talking about praying together and shit. I don't know what the fuck you believe, and if you believe right, and if you believe in all of that, the other white meat, I don't even want to fuck with you, dog. To be honest with you, because we can't walk together because we not agreed.
Right.
That's the
We
word.
believe in Jesus.
Right, Jesus Christos.
So, yeah, when Christians talk about, oh, I'll pray for you, brother. Like, don't pray for me. We don't believe in the same God.
Right. Nigga talking about praying, nigga. You trying to put a curse, trying to put a curse on me, nigga.
Right. That's what they really trying to do.
Yeah. Hoping that Jesus come along and fuck you up.
Yeah. Just beginning to look like
Yes, man.
So
please. Yeah. That Christ too, that Jesus Christos time of the year.
I got
that time of the year where everybody can worship sweet baby Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and not get ridiculed for that shit.
Right. And nobody never noticed that when we was little, and they used to show us Bethlehem, and they used to show us that the Edomite Jesus. Never noticed that it was never no snow on the ground or on their ornaments or whatever. When they showed us, it was always looked like it was springtime. Like the Jesus was in the sun and he had the baby with no snow on the ground. And I'm like,
right.
But he was born December 25th, the darkest day of the year.
Right. When he was really born in the spring on the Passover.
Right. I mean, these are the lies that the devils tell. That the devil tells. Well, to keep Edomite supremacy going. Yes, right. But they had me, boy. I thought your house y'all birthday was December 25th. My whole child.
Yeah. Hey, we all went through that bullshit. That's how we knew we was in that gentilis mind state.
Nobody never told us the truth. Who was for your house y'all waking us up to the apostle of Great Millstone? Man. Yeah. I'm not telling what right. We'll still be bugged out, all of us.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like live.
Right.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, it's buffering because of the weather.
That's what it looks like live.
No, yeah, it's messing up.
I know.
It is.
That's what it looks like right where.
Yeah, I know. But we can't help it. Can't stop it.
Right, because it's still recording either way.
It's still recording, so it's gonna record until the end.
Yeah.
You guys,
Still see. Go ahead.
It's Ezra 4:3. But the Babel and Joshua and the rest of the chiefs of the Zerubbabel, Joshua and the rest of the chiefs of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build a house unto our God. But we ourselves together will build unto the Lord God of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia had commanded.
Right. Because, all this praying with other motherfuckers or like the Genesis sellouts and said the Gentiles can make it now. Nah, man. We build a house
started coming
ourselves.
out.
Yeah.
As soon as they started, the group started dividing, they started saying, "Oh, everybody can make it now."
Right, right.
And we've been told for years not to believe anything
Right.
like
No,
that.
they really
Because
started
why would
saying
they
that.
make it after everything they did to us?
Right.
You might as well be a sinner still and
No.
not really be in this.
Right.
No, they really started after they got cool with vocab.
Yep. Yep.
Vocab alone.
Yep. They just sold out to vocab.
So they're
Vocab
gonna
alone.
say there's not gonna be no slaves.
Yeah.
If
They
nobody
say
can make it, who are the slaves gonna be? Who's gonna be paying for what they did?
they said that there's going to be slaves, but there's going to be some of the Gentiles that make it.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Right. It don't
There's
make
gonna
no
be
sense.
like 10, what? Well,
Yeah.
200 slaves or something.
Right. 10 to 15 Edomites is going to make it, and
I
they're
would
going to
say
have to serve
The
the
Edomites is going to make it. The Edomites
Why?
was born in.
What?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Why the
You
fuck
The
would they?
whole nation went to slavery.
Right.
They whole nation will be slaves for
Right.
slavery.
Right. It's
Why
like
just
all
a
of us.
handful of people?
Yeah. All of us went into slavery, but no, a handful of them is going.
I put this way: the ones that feel like they're gonna, that feel like they done made it. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Edomites that feel like they done made it in the kingdom is the motherfucking handmaid.
Right.
Stop them, man.
They gonna feel like they made it because they in the house.
Yeah.
They getting treated like like a woman should be treated.
You want to drink them sauce in the house?
They
Nobody drinks
they
sauce
gonna
in my
they gonna cook and clean after you. They gonna bathe you.
They're gonna look after
Treat
your
the same way
wives.
they
They gonna
treat
get.
the same
They
way
ain't gonna have no
people-
choice if you want to pop them. That's it.
Right. Yeah, just like
No
Some-
choice.
some
Really got the
people-
internet, man.
Some people think that when they become slaves, that they're just supposed to be treated like the lords are gonna be treating them like the lords are servants to the slaves or something.
Mm-hmm.
You heard people stuff like that when they say when people are gonna go into slavery that you're not supposed to hit, you're not gonna be brutal to them. You're gonna treat them like they're a lord, and you're gonna be humble, and you're gonna be act like a servant to your slave. That sounds stupid.
To be honest
It
with you, the
is,
only one
it
that's
is.
saying that is Edomite.
Yeah.
Only Edomites
That
can say
really
something.
Yeah,
only
they said that
applies
because they don't want to be in that
to
position.
Because no, they
Israelites.
don't.
That had
No,
other
no,
Israelites
nobody's
as
gonna
a
be
servant.
so. You weren't sold with us
Didn't
like
apply
that.
to the other nations.
So what?
That really only applied to Israelites that had other Israelites as servants. That didn't apply to these other nations. We
That
gonna
don't apply
rule
to the
over
other
these
nations.
nations. It's bigger.
We
We can
gonna
beat
rule.
the shit out of
Hey, we gonna rule. We gonna rule over them with rigor, man. It's gonna be tough for you. It's gonna be tough for all the nations. It's gonna be real tough for the Edomites, man.
The lighter your skin is as another nation,
Yep.
the harder it's gonna be for you, man. We're gonna bring that reverse system back in the pocket.
Right. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was in the first place.
You're just gonna be in the dark skin.
Yeah.
You must be hired.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna start treating you as a straight up Edomite, no melanin in your skin.
Two watching, we can't even do that.
I don't know.
That's us watching.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Oh,
We're not watching. No, because you got to click on it for us to be watching.
Those two people are from the two people that were already watching, which was us.
No.
You were watching it on your phone, and then you checked it
Oh
on
yeah,
your
that's right.
computer. So that's just two people that's already in the group. Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, but well, we could have ended anyway. So
Yeah, because the live,
yeah. I mean, we didn't got the point across. Huh?
I'm gonna go ahead and bring on my last precept.
Cut.
This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand.
what happened?
What?
Did you cut out?
Still there.
It might be. It might. I'm sorry, my screen.
It's still gone.
It might
It
be.
started snowing in the apartment.
My screen might be about to go out.
Nice thing about to go out.
Oh, it might be right. Okay, well,
I think the snow gone. Jack Frost came.
I know you was out there, man. I know you had to travel through that snow to get here.
Oh no, I got early. I,
Jeremiah 7 and 16.
that would take me longer to get here.
Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up pride nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. All right. So don't be trying to hold this buddy spirit with those just because they have a belief and it's not aligned with the word and the truth.
Right, right.
What you say, Ra? Okay, go ahead, Ra. We can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, it was like I don't know. I'm in Habakkuk. It says, "For the vision is yet for
21.
time."
Get it again.
Yeah, there were
Yeah, I'm okay.
Ra.
So apparently, I can't switch between apps.
Yeah,
I guess
you
that's the
can't.
problem.
yeah, no.
You ever had the book out?
Yeah.
It's over
Yeah,
there.
it won't let you- yeah, it won't
I
let you
was
switch
reading it off
between
off
apps.
the screen, but I tried to go to the KJV app I got on my phone, but I guess it started doing that.
Yeah, it cuts you off when you do that.
Yeah, it cuts you right off.
You gotta have the book out.
It's over there. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's over there.
it happens, man.
So if somebody
That's all
want to bring
good.
out
Yeah.
Habakkuk 2, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, all right. Markai is gonna bring it out right now.
All right, cool.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 123. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. And I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what ye will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the table, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely will come. It will not tarry.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna happen.
Right, it's happening.
Right. So you waiting for something, you just sitting back, you keeping yourself busy doing something else while this thing that's already slated to take place is moving into position.
Right.
And we can see the prophecy
Up right
is
before
taking
their eyes.
place.
Sure,
The
something like
prophecy
that
is
way,
literally
man.
unfolding right before our
Spiders.
eyes in this time. So that's how you know.
See, it literally happened right before our eyes. And there's still people that don't believe it. That's okay. They gonna die in their unbelief, man.
You shouldn't be out here praying for everybody.
Yep. Yep.
Some of your
What?
family
Because
members ain't
the
gonna make
scripture
it.
say, out for this people
Some
for
of
their
the
good.
niggas, the friends that you grew up with, a lot of them ain't gonna make it. And that's the thing that
Right.
you don't have to. That's
Right.
the reality you don't have to accept.
Be real with you, a lot of family ain't gonna make it.
Yep.
Favorite
Yep.
play cousin.
Right. Right. Yep. With that, we're gonna end it there. All praise and glory to you.
How about Shimmy, how shy about Tim
Promise of the Apostle of Great Millstone, say take to you, I can do on the work of true sincerity. On three about the ball, 1, 2, 3.
about the ball, about the ball, about the ball. Shalom.
Shalom, Mark.
All right, so on.